Right, well, we're out in the middle of the square here with the two captains and the umpires, Ben Debenham and Julia Jarvis. Just having their quick brief before we do the coin toss. It's the same track that was used, I'm told, from Sunday's game. So it'll be interesting to see what the winning toss does, what they decide is best first up. And we've got our coin toss mascot as well, Daisy Kemp. Daisy from Brightlingsea, travelled all the way down here, and a keen cricketer, I'm told. Daisy has the coin. She's been limbering up, so it won't be a problem. Heads is the call from Ellie. It's a tail. So Grace, come and talk to me. Right, you've won the toss. What are you doing?
I'm gonna have a bat first.
Thoughts on the pitch itself?
Yeah, obviously played on it the other day here. So yeah, we've played on it. So we're keen to bat first on it and then set a decent score. Obviously,
the penultimate game in this T20 campaign. Good to be back and play the last two here at the Ambassador Cruise Line ground.
Yeah, it's always good playing here at Chelmsford. Nice to have the fans in, and hopefully we'll put on a decent show for them tonight.
Any particular team news for Essex?
No, same team.
Good. Well, go and get yourself ready. Go well. Ellie, thoughts? You're going to have a field first. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty happy. Don't think the pitch will change too much. So yeah, hopefully we can put them under pressure in the first innings.
Thunder have done well. You're really in the mix for those quarter-final spots, so all to play for the last two games for you as well.
We're actually unfortunately out of the competition now.
Have I mucked up? Did you? I know you lost to Durham. Did that drop you out of fourth then?
Unfortunately did, yeah, but look, still two big games left to play. So yeah, hoping to get 2 wins.
Right, so any particular team news for your team from the weekend?
Yes, Emma Lamb and Phoebe Graham miss out today, and Tilly Kesterman and Fee Morris come back in.
Excellent, well done. Thank you very much, Ellie. Go and get yourself ready. So, Essex have won the toss and they are going to bat. We'll bring you the team news in just a mo. Lancashire Thunder. Wearing 11, it's Eve Jones.
Hello and welcome to the Ambassador Cruise Line ground here in Chelmsford for Essex against Lancashire in the Vitality Blast. I'm Toby Reynolds, joined by Dan Whiting. How are you, Dan?
Very well, thank you. Lovely evening as always on the Costa del Chelmsford. Bit cloudy tonight, you know, not up to the usual standards, but it's always a pleasure to be over here at Essex as Lancashire are taking the field, because the news is that Essex have won the toss and they have elected to bat. So, yeah, let's see how they get on as Lauren Winfield Hill and Grace Scrivens make their way out to the middle. The umpires today are Ben Debenham and Julia Jarvis. And the Lancashire side, Toby, what's it looking like?
Yeah, a couple changes for them. Eve Jones and Tilly Kesteven, Seren Smale, Ailsa Lister, Eleanor Threlkeld, Fee Morris, Alana King, the Aussie leggy continues for them. Tara Norris, Darcy Carter, Mahika Gore and Sophie Morris.
Yeah, and Essex are Grace Scrivens, Lauren Winfield Hill, Cordelia Griffith, Jodie Grucock, Maddie Penner, Lissy McLeod, Jo Gardner, Sophia Smale, Eva Gray, Kate Kopak and Abtahar Maqsood.
Yeah, unchanged 11 for Essex as they look to try and bounce back after a tricky defeat against the Blaze on Sunday. Lancashire similarly lost to Durham on Sunday as well, which ended their hopes of making finals day, which pretty much looks like it's sealed now, with Surrey Women, the Blaze and Birmingham Bears all competing out in the Oval in a couple weeks' time. Mahika Gore set to take the new ball from the Graham Gooch end. Exciting youngster that she is. 6'2", I think she is. Bowls left arm, pretty sharp as well, so exciting to see her bowling to Lauren Winfield Hill at the moment, who's obviously ex-England star as well. This is a pretty conventional ring field on the offside for Lancashire. A couple sweepers out at deep fine leg and deep forward square leg as well. Gore coming in from the Graham Gooch end. Full and straight driven, gone! Wicket first ball! Wide outside the off stump and just throws her hands at it. Does Lauren Winfield Hill, and Mahika Gore has the wicket on the first ball of the game.
Yeah, that's an excellent catch from Ellie Threlkeld as well. Had to make a lot of ground over there, and yeah, really good catch.
Yeah, absolute stunner. She's very, very sharp behind the stumps, is Threlkeld, and Mahika Gore, wicket with the first ball. That is brilliant, brilliant start for Lancashire. Not really what Essex will have been hoping for as Lauren Winfield Hill heads back to the pavilion. Just throw her hands at that wide one, perhaps drifting away a fraction from her. And couldn't connect. And as you say, Dan, a great take diving to her right from the Lancashire skipper. It means Cordelia Griffiths, that is, coming out to the crease. She's promoted up the order, batted, I think, down at number 5 last game, maybe number 6, whereas Jodie Grucock was thrown at the top. Perhaps they want to try and keep that left-right combo. Grucock a left-hander, Cordelia Griffiths right-hander. Obviously, Lauren Winfield Hill now departed a right-hander as well, so looking to perhaps keep things similar in that way, as a slip is coming in now for Lancashire as well.
Yeah, Cordelia Griffith. I had the misfortune to face her father once on a Sunday morning game after I'd been out the night before and he'd just been released by Derbyshire, and old Frankie Griffith, he was pretty sharp, yeah. It's got to be said.
In comes Gore again. Oh, and challenging the inside half of the bat there. They get through for a single. Should just be the one, but it's been a tricky start here for Essex. Wicket first ball, just a run, but Griffiths managed to keep that one out.
Big in-swinger, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so. The field's a little bit different for the left-handed Scrivens. They know how strong she is through point, and do have a third man out there for that shot, as well as a slip and a couple catches inside the ring. Extra cover is open for her, though, and also deep square leg as well. Sweep her out in front of the pavilion down there. That's a big swish there. Scrivens looking to try and find that gap in extra cover, but misses that one with a big booming drive.
She's certainly getting some movement here, isn't she, Gore? She's it's back into the right-hander and away from the left-hander. And it's through the air. You've got the overheads tonight as well. I don't know if that's helping things at all.
Yeah, that last one swung away really nicely from Gore. Fuller this time and driven out to the fielder at cover. Scrivens can't find that gap through extra cover there. Fielded nicely by Fee Morris. But yeah, challenging start so far.
Yeah, they struggled with the bat the other day, didn't they, against the Blaze?
Yeah, I think it's the third time this pitch has been used. It was a little bit sticky against the Blaze. Oh, and that one squares her up thin edge. Gone! 2 wickets in the opening over here for Mahika Gore. 2 outside edges and 2 catches for the skipper, Ollie Threlkeld. That is an excellent, excellent over there for Mahika Gore.
What a start by Lancashire. Fantastic. Really getting the ball to dance.
Yeah, still got one more ball in this opening over here. Does Gore, so she could be looking to pick up a third, but Scrivens and Winfield Hill back in the pavilion now.
Yeah, both openers out without scoring. The worst possible start, isn't it? Worst possible start for Essex.
Who's this coming out now? I think this will be Maddie Penner is my guess. The Aussie overseas it is not actually. I think that's Jodie Grucock actually coming to the crease. It is. Left-hander replacing the left-handed Scrivens. She had a pretty good innings, top scoring against the Blaze. She made 33, just faster than her runner ball. Good partnership with Maddie Penner, who are at 3 and 4, but that was really the only partnership that Essex managed to string together in that tricky game here a few days ago. Final ball of the first over for Gore. Full and straight and just prodded down the ground from Jodie Grucock to get through the over. 1 for 2 Essex right now. Not the start they would have wanted.
Absolutely not. Lancashire got a few away with England as well, I believe, haven't they?
They do, yeah. Emma Lamb, sorry, mixing up the two openers there for Lancashire. Emma Lamb, Kate Cross, and of course Sophie Eccleston as well. So they're missing 3. Essex at relative full strength, but they are still without their crucial fast bowler Esme McGregor, who's top wicket taker in the competition, but she's been precautionary rested again.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Last game I covered here was against the Bears, and she was superb that night. Her and Eva Gray just bowling wicket to wicket. Okay, so from the Sir Alistair Cook end, we're going to have Tara Norris, another left armour.
Yeah, she's had a pretty good season as well with the ball.
That's down the leg side. Going to start with a wide, despite Threlkeld giving it one of those appeals that tries to just sort of stop the umpire from giving a wide, possibly.
Jumping around down the leg sides and then throwing her head back and having a little giggle when the wide was signalled.
Here's Norris. It's just turned into the leg side. It's only going to be 1 though. They don't want to take on... Oh, it's a bit of a wild throw. I'm looking forward to Jo Gardner having a bat, Toby, because I've had a little bet with her. Okay? I've said that if she puts one through our commentary box window, then I'll buy her a glass of wine. She said, challenge accepted. She said, with the wind, she's up for it.
I was going to say, we might have to keep the windows shut or get our gloves out to take some catches.
Well, I believe Jack Taylor put one through one of the windows here in the Blast game a few weeks back, didn't he? So, good to see the Glaziers of Essex keeping in business. Just an adjustment to the field for the left-handed. Oh, that's a play and a miss. left-handed Grucock there.
Yeah,
That got big on her, didn't it? Just
Yeah,
a little bit of extra bounce.
just nipped away a fraction as well, and yeah, just flirting with that one outside the off stump was Grucock, looking to push it into the covers.
That's Shaw, and that's been pulled into the leg side, and that's the first boundary of the innings, and very welcome from an Essex point of view.
Yeah, just read the length really early with that one from Grucock, and as you say, rocked back and just caned that one over the leg side for the first boundary of the day.
Well, as you said, it's a used pitch, and that just sat in the pitch, didn't it? It's quite slow off the pitch, and sometimes it just sits there. You can't be short on this. It's better to be too full. Like that, and that's a lovely cover drive. I think that might even go for 4. It's quick, this outfield. No, it's brilliantly stopped.
Yeah, I think that's Lister down there who's chased that all the way from mid-off. Get through for 3 though.
That's superb work. Definitely saved a run. Yeah, it was Lister. But the outfields are so quick all around the country, aren't they, at the moment? And
Yeah, rock hard.
that looked for 4 runs all the way. That's down the leg side. Threlkeld fancied it. I think it's off the pad, though. Well, according to Ben Debenham it is, and he's the man who matters. 9 off the over so far.
Yeah, back in the positive. Essex after a tough first over.
That's probably not short enough to pull, but they're going to come back for 2. They've got to be quick here. And Griffith is, and that's 12 for 2 at the end of the second.
Yeah, good recovery over there from Essex. Still trying to just find their way through. They've not had the strongest season in the Blast. Only picking up 3 wins throughout. They have had a tie thrown in there as well, which was actually been a fair few ties around the country in both competitions in the women's game. I think there was a tie in the opening day of the season in the One Day Cup as well. We'll see Gore continue now, though, from the Graham Gooch end here. Bowling to Grucock. Similar field to what she had for Scrivens with a...
I'd have taken
deep
her off
third man.
personally.
Full and straight and driven out to cover.
But left armers in T20 are often the best bowlers, aren't they? I mean, we've seen what Gore does here. We see in the men's game, you know, people like Tim Mills has always been decent. David Payne at Gloucestershire. It's strange, isn't it, how it works?
Very much so. I think it's just the difference and angle, and they're not even used to facing it as much as that one's used to. Feet there from Grucock. Could be a thin edge. Gone! Third wicket for Mahika Gore there. Looking to drive again through the covers. Use of feet from Grucock, but a feather and edge through to the keeper means that's 3 catches behind the stumps, 3 wickets for Mahika Gore.
It's like Lillian Marsh, isn't it? Threlkeld and Gore. It's, yeah, all 3 have been little feathers through to the wicket keeper. And Essex are in deep trouble here at 12 for 3.
Yeah, Maddie Penner will be coming out and hoping to settle things down a little bit. She's made 266 runs at an average of about 30 this year so far. Has been pretty crucial in Essex's hopes and will look to be the same here. Obviously, they're overseas pro as well. Been involved with all of the Blast games so far.
Gore's been outstanding though, hasn't she? She's just blitzed through the Essex top order. The first one was a bit of a wide half volley, but the other 2 have been late swing and it's late swing as well. That's the dangerous swing, isn't it? When you can see it out of the hand early on, it's not as dangerous, but it's late swing.
Full and straight, struck on the pads. No, tailing down the leg side, I think there. Good start again from Gore, looking to attack the stumps, swing the ball back into the right-hander. She's got cover on the leg side and knows she can really afford to attack and try and get a couple more Essex wickets here. Still have extra cover open here, looking to try and offer a driving option for Essex. Full again and straight, but not connect with by Penner.
Yeah, it's good captaincy from Threlkel there, leaving extra cover open, hoping for that big booming drive, and then Gore swings one back through a gate.
Yeah, Threlkel is a very wise captain within the game here. She's had a brilliant start with the help of Gore, of course. Full and straight again into the pad, I think that is, and they're going to scamper through for a 1. It is signalled as a leg by there. Again, I think Penner looking to try and give herself some room. Is standing quite away outside leg here, just happy to use the swing, sorry.
And who chases after it? Threlkel. Yeah. Can't keep her out of the game.
She is everywhere. Gore in again now. Stuck on the pads, big appeal. Umpire Jarvis just walking away, not even a hint of raising that finger. And that ends the over there. A wicket maiden for Mahika Gore as well. She's gone for just 1 run in her opening 2 overs. 3 wickets with it. And obviously the wicket maiden there. But a really, really good start from Gore. I reckon she's surely going to come back for the 5th over as well, you'd think.
Yeah, keep her going. You don't get many wicket maidens to the dozen in a power play, do you? But Mahika Gore, outstanding.
We are seeing a change of bowling here, though. Alana King with her leg spin coming into the attack. And she has arguably been the most dangerous bowler, most threatening bowler for Lancashire. Picking up 13 wickets at an average of just 17, while also being pretty economical as well. She really is phenomenal talent.
Yeah, Griffith has been, although she's not facing now, but she's been batting out of her crease to try and combat the swing. Anyway, here's Penner facing King. That's down the ground, and that's 4 runs. 2-3 bounces. And that's one way of counter-attacking.
Yeah, great shot there from Penner. Just sending that one back over the bowler's head with almost a check drive, just chipping it down the ground, but smartly so with the fielders inside the ring.
That's pleasantly driven, but only to mid-off. They think about a single, but Norris fields pretty well there. That was drilled. So the 2 fielders outside in the power play. In fact, Norris has gone back out to long off now, and there's a deep mid-wicket. That's full from King, and played up to Lister at mid-on. Oh, that's too far up to pull. And a polite inquiry there from King. That's crunched off the back foot. bobbling outfield. I think about 2, actually. It's been so dry, though, hasn't it? The outfields are... It's so hard to keep them in good condition in this heat. Although we had a bit of rain last night in North London.
Yeah, this pitch was definitely helpful to spinners and the cutters a few days ago, so I'm sure it'll be similar here.
That's pleasantly driven by Griffith, but Norris fields well and they come back for 1 on the arm. So 2 to Cordelia Griffith. End of the 4th, Essex are 20 for 3. Power play the other day, they only scored 26 off the power play, didn't they?
22, yeah.
22
Essex,
was it?
Yeah,
22.
they were really struggling. It was just slow going as much as anything else. Winfield Hill was, and Scrivens just struggling to really even sort of get the ball off the square. Cassidy McCarthy bowled really, really tidily for the Blaze. Her 3 overs went for pretty much nothing, and then the spinners just came in down the order just to pick up wickets for fun, really, with Sarah Glenn and Kirsty Gordon as well, picking up 3 and 4 wickets each. As Gore continues here, her 3rd over, full and straight and driven down the ground, but straight to the fielder in there at mid-off.
I think they're being so watchful against Gore that you can't go for the big booming drive because of the late swing.
Yeah, well, we saw that happen with pretty much all 3 of the wickets. Good couple takes behind the stumps of just, Winfield Hill looking to try and send one through the offside, and similarly Grewcock as well. Driven into the leg side this time from Penner. She's looking to put a bit of oomph behind it.
Yeah, that was a bit more forceful.
I think when it's sort of not quite on the pads, but a bit straighter, you can kind of tell the ball's going to be tailing in, so you do have a little bit more leeway, perhaps. But we saw, with the Winfield Hill one, it was quite a long way outside off and actually nipped away a fraction as well. And that's what did the former England batter. Shorter ball and pulled. No, wide given in the end there. Looked like she was trying to send that one out towards deep square leg, where there are a couple fielders waiting on the boundary. But just evaded everything in the end there.
I think she was trying to send it towards Brentwood somewhere, actually. She certainly put everything into that one.
Full and straight and looking to scamper through for a single here. Good running there from Griffiths. And Penner gets home safe as well. Just sort of dropped out towards the fielders in there at back at sort of point and short third man, but none quite close enough to stop the single. As we see Eve Jones moving out of slip into extra cover. That one's going to be a wide. It is too far outside those blue tram lines from Mahika Gore.
Yeah, she's 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, ruining her figures this
2
this
wides,
over.
yeah.
She's conceded as many off the bat as she's given extras at the moment. That one's up in the air. It's going to go over the head of Minon. It does indeed. Lovely shot there from Cordelia Griffiths. Just picks that one up and dispatches it over the leg side for 4.
Yeah, it's a safe shot. It's a shot to nothing. With the field up, all you've got to do is clear mid-on or mid-off, and the outfield does the rest for you.
Yeah, we've seen that sort of being the most successful shot so far, is actually playing straight down the ground. Penner managed to hit a few straight down the ground for boundaries as well. That one's over the leg side, squarer this time. Into the gap though, and that's going to be 1 bounce 4. Really smart batting here from Griffiths. Gorsh missing her length a fraction too full. And the Essex batter just sending him over the leg side to back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, playing with the swing there, wasn't she? Big in swing and just uses the swing and picks it up over mid-wicket.
That one's outside off and looks to drive, but taken on the inside shoulder in the end there from Threlkel behind the stumps to end the over. 31 for 3. A big over, 11 from it there for Essex.
Yeah, exactly what the hosts needed. And Griffiths just sort of imposing a psychological blow there as well, saying, you know, we're good enough, we'll take you on. And yeah, it's really good counter-attacking cricket from Cordelia Griffith.
Yeah, both going well at the moment. Griffith 14 from 9. Penner a little bit slower, 6 from 11 at the moment, but just playing second fiddle to Griffiths, who's seeing them nicely.
Sophie Morris is coming into the attack.
Yeah, a little bit of slow left arm here. Just turning the ball away from the right-handed Penner.
Yeah, we've got 2 Morrises and a Norris in the Lancashire side. In she comes past Ben Debenham. Oh, that's a pleasant shot. That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, just onto the front foot, drives firmly down the ground, beats the fielder in there at mid-off to pick up a boundary. Another boundary straight on the ground for Penner.
Great timing. Lovely timing.
Yeah, it really didn't overhit it, as you say. Just kind of leant on it.
Caressed it, yeah.
Yeah, Tara Norris unable to do anything in there at mid-off.
Penner playing this off the back foot. Slight misfield, which wrong foots Norris at mid-off. And they'll scamper back for 2.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there for Lancashire. Slightly awkward bounce off those used pitches beside the wicket, and it just sort of pinged off Eve Jones's thigh. And as you say, wrong-footed Tara Norris in there, who had to sort of do a quick turn and go charging back where she came from.
That's smashed to mid-on, where Norris does the fielding. Got to get everything behind it on these outfields. That's just worked up to Norris there, who feels that one with her knee, but...
yeah, listening to your words of wisdom though, Dan, body behind it.
Yeah, got to get something behind it. Normally I use my teeth. Oh, that's clever from Griffith. Just late cut. She's only going to get 1 for it. I think she was looking to possibly get it a little bit finer.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky. Didn't quite have the pace on it from Sophie Morris to pick up more than just 1. It was fielded well by, I think, by a backward point.
That's straight down the ground and 4 runs. And what a lovely way to finish off the power play. Essex are 43 for 3 and recovering.
Yeah, very much so. Considering what, 3 down inside 3 overs. Lost 2 in the first over, both openers. But starting to really build this partnership up now. Having been 12 for 4-3 at one stage. These two are looking pretty nicely and actually picking up a lot of boundaries that we didn't see so much of on Sunday, which was kind of the way they just kept falling behind the rate.
It's one of those grounds, Chelmsford, isn't it, where you, down the ground, you target straight. Cardiff's the same, Bristol's the same. It's quite short, straight down the ground. And anything too full normally gets the treatment.
Very much so. Tara Norris coming into the attack, but from a change of ends for her, taking over from where Mahika Gore left off inside the power play. Got a few more sweepers outside the ring now. 3 out on the leg side. Fine leg, square leg, and cow corner, and also a sweeper in front of the pavilion on the offside as well in the cover boundary. 4 inside the ring on the offside and just mid-on inside the ring on the leg. That was just defended first up by Cordelia Griffith.
Yeah, good areas there from Norris. Just back of a length.
She's joint leading wicket taker with Alana King for Lancashire this year. 13 wickets at just over 20. She's very, very tidy with the new ball, but can bowl all through as well. Slow ball that time, I think, and perhaps a thin edge. Gone! There's the wicket. Cordelia Griffith just trying to guide that one out through backward point. Finds the faintest of edges. Another one goes down, and another catch for the skipper behind the stumps, Eleanor Threlkeld.
You can't keep her out of the game, Threlkeld. Whether it's off Gore or whether it's off Norris. But the left armers doing the damage for the visitors.
Yeah, that one, the most obscure of all of them. It did take a big jump off the pitch, I reckon. Just nipped a fraction away, and it means Lissy McLeod comes out to replace the dismissed Griffith.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed there, Griffith. She was going along nicely and just sort of hung the bat out of that, didn't she? She just sort of fished it a little bit.
They are keeping the right... Oh, they're changing the right-left combo. They're keeping the right-right combo. Penner and McLeod out now. They're not quite looking to attack as they did when Gore was picking up wickets. Lancashire, but we're more than happy with the way it's been going for them. Long journey down from Lancashire today it would have been. But Essex will be continuing to rebuild here. Driven nicely, finds the gap. Gorgeous strike there from McLeod. For first ball. Just leans on that one and just drives that one excellently through the covers.
Lancashire would have got down here pretty quickly. All the traffic's going the other way up to the Oasis gigs.
No, yeah, of course. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a pretty late night for them, though. Norris in again. Full and straight and flicked round the corner from McLeod. Just going to be one, is it? They're going to push for two. Could be tight. But very good running. Smart running from McLeod. Gets back for the second pretty comfortably in the end.
It's such a big boundary out there. There's always one on the arm, isn't there?
Yeah, very much so. It's, despite it being a pretty quick outfield, as you say, long, long way, both boundaries are looking pretty big today, considering the pitch is pretty central. Just onto the front foot to defend that time from McLeod. One ball still remains in the over.
Oh yeah, I think you can gamble because the boundaries are so big square, the wicket, and also with the bobbly outfield, is the fielder going to pick it up cleanly as well? So you can gamble on the second.
Driven through the offside again, but this time picks out the fielder. Eve Jones in their extra cover to end the over. 49 for 4, the fourth wicket. Another big wicket for Lancashire goes down in that over, though, with Griffiths gone.
The run rate's okay, but 4 wickets down. Essex just probably need to be a little bit careful here that they don't, you know, another quick bang bang and they're in big, big trouble.
Oh, yeah, still got Joe Gardner to come in if needed, or when needed, perhaps, with the way wickets fall in the T20 game, but otherwise, it then does get into the tail. Eva Gray and Sophia Smale, both more than capable batters in at 8 and 9, though. So they do have still a little bit of a safety net behind them to these two. As we're going to see a change of bowling here.
Darcy Carter.
A little bit of off spin from the Scottish spinner.
She's got a different number.
Yeah.
That's just worked into the onside and they'll amble through for a single. This is what Essex need to do, just work the ones for a while. 3-4 overs, just milking the ones, picking up 6 and over.
50 up for Essex with that one as well. 7.1 overs in. But most importantly, 4 wickets down, they find themselves.
That's driven a little bit aerially, but no harm done, and bounces a couple of times before it reaches long off.
Yeah, long off and long on back. It's reasonably safe chipping the ball lightly down the ground.
That's driven back to the bowler. Yeah, not too likely that you're for a caught and bowl.
No,
so.
very much not.
I've done that before. Oh, well bowled by Carter. Penna just having to check her shot there. She looked like she was shaping up for a big one, and I think there was a little bit of turn. And again, well bowled. Saw Penna coming. Fired in the quicker one.
Yeah.
It's intelligent bowling, this.
Another fielder over to the offside here as well. Leaving him wicket open. She wants to try and turn the ball with the spin into the leg side.
That's played down the ground to long on, where Alana King does the fielding. They'll pick up one. 3 off the over. 52 for 4 at the end of the 8th.
Yeah, really good start there from Carter. Very tall bowler. Kind of a lot of flight in it as well, but firing a few through. Coming round the wicket for her off spin. We'll see another change of bowling. Tara Norris taking out the attack, and I think that's Sophie Morris coming into it. With Penna facing up after that single off the last ball of the last over. 8 overs gone, 52 for 4. Ringfield on the offside. Can't offer any width here, can Morris. She doesn't. Straight that time. Down the leg side, but unable to make contact is Penna. Wide ball
No,
given? I think it was straight into the pads of the batter. That one, same again. Connects this time. Pulls it strongly, but straight to the fielder out there in front of the Felsted stands. And a single just to rotate the strike. They bring in mid-wicket here for McLeod, offering a little bit more space through the offside. They've got to cover a point and a backward point as well. That was driven straight out to point. Darcy Carter in there.
Some good cricketers have come through Felsted for Essex over the years. I think Nick Knight went there. Derek Pringle, I think, went there.
Jordan Cox was there as well.
Okay.
Most recent graduate. Space and cut through the offside. Not finding the gap. Kesterman fields well. Could be tight for run out. Fast enough through those. Lissy McLeod. She hit that one and set off straight away, but smart piece of fielding from Kesterman there at backward point.
Yeah, they hit it to her right, and she's left-handed though.
Floated up and just dropped into the leg side. Going to push for 2 here. They want to come back, but they don't. Great fielding out there on the boundary from Seren Smale, yeah. It's always the wicket keepers you got to watch out for, I feel like, on the boundary. Johnny Bairstow, top fielder. Started playing in the Blast recently as well, and that was use of feet down the ground there from McLeod. Not going to find the gap though. And instead, just the single for McLeod to end the over. 56 for 4, just 4 from it. A few dots strung together as well.
Yeah, Essex won't mind this though. They just need to not lose any wickets for another 2 or 3 overs.
Yeah, interesting to see where Essex can get up to. They made 104, it was last game, against the Blaze.
What do you think's par on this?
I think over 100 should be defendable with a pitch a bit more tired than last game.
That's turned round the corner. It's going to be 2 to McLeod.
Yeah, I think over 100 should be sort of a minimum. If they can get up near 140, I think it'll be pretty tricky for for Lancashire to try and chase that, missing the likes of Emma Lamb as well.
Oh, that was in the air and just short of the fielder at short mid-wicket.
Yeah, Seren Smale in there. Just wincing a little bit. But I think it bounced just in front of her and slightly wrong-footed her as she looked to try and cover it off.
Carter's an intelligent bowler, though, as she bowls a full toss but has the field set. And Norris hurls the ball in, just one.
Yeah, you almost don't mind if you miss your length full with the field out on the leg side and out straight down the ground.
That could be a couple. Norris is in pursuit, but has to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, that's almost the bigger risk, I think, with McLeod looking a few times now to try and give herself some room.
Yeah, she engineered that. She backed away leg side and crunched it through the offside.
Yeah, Smale's actually come across now into extra cover.
Straight down the ground. But the ball plugs a little bit and Norris will keep them to a couple. This is good stuff from McLeod. Penner doing her job as well. Again, going straight. Just one, though. Hit it too well. End of the over. 65 for 4, 9 off that over. At the halfway stage. And I think if Essex can get 130, I think they'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, very much so. The pitch is definitely a little bit slow, but I think they've probably just learned their lessons as much as anything else from that game against the Blaze. Just sensible cricket, rotating the strike a lot better today than they were on Sunday. Penner did make a few, though, on that game as well. She made 26 off 24, and she's going pretty similar today. A little bit slower, but just playing second fiddle to the likes of Cordelia Griffith and now Lissy McLeod as well. Happy to let the other batters score a little bit more freely. As the leg spinner King comes on from the Graham Gooch ends. Floated up and driven up in the air. Beats the fielder in there at extra cover. They should come back for 2. Wasn't really a catch on offer, and it would have been a really good stop in there. I think that's Eve Jones at extra cover.
Both these Essex batters, their placement has been excellent, hasn't it? They've got it into the pockets really well.
Yeah, a lot of 2s so far. It's a full start from Alana King there. Still no protection in front of the pavilion on the offside boundary here. It's got to be straight. Full start again there from King. Something not quite happy with. That was just chipped into the leg side. Shy at the stumps. Into the stumps as well, but Penner is home well safe there.
That was Carter. Absolutely hurled it. One stump to aim at. Hit the stumps.
Yeah, made no mistake with it. Could have ricocheted away though. That was floated up and just driven down the ground by McLeod for a single.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Alana King would have said if that had just hit the stumps and ricocheted down for 4.
Yeah, she did seem a little surprised when Carter had a shy.
Yeah.
Penner facing up now. Backs away and looks to try and work that one straight down the ground, but fielded well by the bowler.
You can see what she's trying to do here, Penner. Just trying to work it into the onside for 2.
Yeah, there's a vast expanse between mid-on and mid-wicket. She swings that one high in the air, out towards that fielder, out, long on, and she's gone. Great take on the boundary there. It was just almost a little brain fade there from Penner. Looked to try and chip that one into the leg side. Got a hold of it quite nicely, though, and offered a catch above the head for the fielder out there on the boundary.
Yeah, I think there might be... Is that Norris out there? That was casual, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So casually taken.
Very good take above the head by Tara Norris.
That's one of yours there, Toby. You know, one of your crowd catches.
And yeah, another wicket falls for Essex there. 5 down now, but it does bring Joe Garden to the crease, so we better get our shields out here in the commentary box with your bet going on, Dan.
Well, she said, you know, with the wind.
She's got to face one delivery here of King first up, though. The field is spread out on the leg side, 3 fielders, long off as well. But if she can find the gaps through the offside, there's no one out in front of the pavilion. She just blocks that first one back to the bowler to end the over with a dot ball. 68 for 5. Very tidy over again there from King.
And all 5 wickets have been taken with bowling from the Graham Gooch end.
Yeah, 3 up in the first couple overs from Gore. And then, yeah, Norris as well from that end, and then King with that last one. You can see the scoreboard on the screen there. A few players chipping in at the moment. Griffiths made fast on the runnable 15. Penner's just fallen. McLeod, 20 not out at the moment. Has batted very smartly, finding gaps in the field. Joined by Joe Gardner now as well. And yeah, 2 overs for 10 from King so far. Just not been able to get her away that easily of Essex.
So Tara Norris's reward for taking that catch is to come on from the Sir Alistair Cook end. It's played pleasantly. Oh, I think she was toast there with a direct hit. McLeod.
Yeah, I think a long way out in the end there. Just a hit and run straight to Eve Jones, who was in quickly on that one.
She also had to run around Norris as well. She wasn't like Bryden Carson.
Went straight through her.
Who was it, Bryden Carson? Was it Rishabh Pant the other day?
Yeah, just...
No, I can't remember who it was, the Indian player. But
oh, maybe Dhruv Jurel, perhaps?
No, he was batting. The Indian guy was batting.
Oh.
Gardner just watchfully playing that into the leg side. Come on, Tara. Give Joe one in the slot here.
Sounds like you want to buy a glass of wine, Dan.
That's been pulled into the leg side for 1. Gardner's off the mark.
Great arm out there from Fee Morris. No 2 to her. I've seen a fair few of the Lancashire fielders. Been pretty tight in the outfield at the moment.
That's heaved out into the deep. They're going to come back for a second. She's got to be quick here. And Gardner is quick and gets back.
Yeah, good running. It looked like it was pretty tight. I think a slightly better throw closer to the stumps. Might have seen Gardner run out. But she's safe. She's continuing.
Duncan Fletcher was always big on that, wasn't he? In the fielding about getting the throws right over the stumps or next to the stumps. He'd always shout 2 frames. Heaved and out by McLeod. Hits the ball straight to Darcy Carter. And Essex have lost their 6th wicket with only 72 on the board.
Yeah, I think she'll be a little bit disappointed with that one, McLeod. She's looked to chip down the ground quite successfully before that, but just didn't get a hold of it and offered a simple catch to Carter in there at mid-on. She goes for 23 from 18.
Yeah, top score of the innings, but it's not enough, I don't think. I think Essex are in a spot of bother here.
Yeah, still a long way to go in the innings as well. Still got over 8 overs to try and bat out, and they're only 72 on the scoreboard at the moment. But Eva Gray.
Yeah. A couple of BBC commentators out there. Joe Gardner and Eva Gray. But they could do with just nurdling the ball around for a little bit. Oh, that's a leading edge. Going to get one.
Yeah, just squared up Gray a fraction that time to, as you say, find the leading edge. End the over as well. 73 for 6. Just 5 from the over with a wicket as well there. Yeah, nipped away a fraction that last one from Norris.
Yeah, Gray was just looking to turn it into the leg side. And the ball squirted out through the offside, but they all count in the book, Toby. They all count. You did an economics degree, you must know this.
Gray keeping strike here, facing Sophie Morris. 2 overs, 16 runs, wicketless at the moment, the left armour. Still has sweepers out on the leg side. That could be tight. Shake of the head though from Julia Jarvis. Probably just sliding a fraction. Look to give herself some room and cut through the offside. Thoughts of a single, but a bit of a stop-start. Yes, maybe, no.
You missed out the sorry.
Who knows, maybe there weren't any apologies.
Eva's very polite.
Morris continues, floated up and driven down the ground nicely by Gray there. I'll just get a single for it though. Fielded by Tara Norris out there, running round from long on. Just adjusting her field in there, in the covers. Use of feet, and that one's hiked into the leg side from Gardner. Picks up a single for it. Out to Fee Morris at Cow Corner.
I don't know if Joe Gardner thinks we're commentating from one of the flats down in Hayes Close down there, perhaps.
I think a good hand in there from Alana King. Just took a pace off that one a little bit, but they get through for a single. Gray looking into the leg side again there. As King comes across to extra cover for Gardner. Use of feet and again into the leg side through mid-wicket. Just whips that one out towards long on. Ends the over there with a single. 77 for 6, the home side. 4 runs from it. Another very tight over from the spinners for Lancashire.
Yeah, Ellie Threlkels rotated her bowlers well, changing them, apart from Gore at the top, she's rotated them every 2 overs, and not allowed the Essex batting to get a sighter.
Yeah, most expensive of the bowlers so far. Norris going at just over 7s, but everyone else less than her. And with the wickets coming along as well, Essex in a tricky position. as Carter returns the attack.
Here she comes around the wicket. Oh, that's flighted. But Gardner's probably missed out there. She's going to get one down to long on, but I think that was the one that could have possibly come through our window, Toby.
Yeah, I think probably sensibly kept down from Gardner there, just trying to elongate the partnership in the innings.
That's clever from Gray. Just gets it into square leg, but gores round. Keeps them down to a single.
Yeah, good use of wrist there from Gray to kind of whip that one out towards the square leg umpire for a single.
Oh, that's not where Joe Gardner wanted to hit that, but she'll get one for her troubles.
Yeah, sort of almost yorked herself with that one coming down the pitch. The inside edge saved her, I think, there, though.
That's well bowled. Good flight. Late dip from Carter.
Yeah, smart bowling
Yeah, I like the
from the
look of her.
20-year-old.
That's... Oh, I think that might be a drop caught and bowled.
Would have been a brilliant take.
It was screamed back by Eva Gray, but let's have another look at this on the replay. Yeah, it was. They're so tough to take in your follow through. Oh, that's a stumped eventually. What's happened there? Yes, it's been given out by Julia Jarvis.
Yeah.
Gray's walked past it. Threlkeld missed it,
Yeah,
and then
dropped
took
it
it.
at the end.
I think took it at the third attempt. But that is her fifth victim of the innings.
I think Gray probably could have got back if she'd been sort of on it. She looked to turn around, ran past it. Didn't realise Threlkeld dropped it at first, but that was quick recovery there from the Lancashire keeper to make sure that Gray ended up back in the pavilion. And Sophia Smale coming out now. I reckon she'll probably look to her reverse sweep, which she very much favours against the spinners. Be interesting to see if she does use that, though, against the height of Carter.
Yeah, it's dangerous, isn't it, with the extra bounce that Carter gets.
And the leg spin of King similarly. The overspin, the top spin from the wrist spinner.
That was the end of the over, by the way. 80 for 7.
Only 3 from that over from Carter. She's bowled really, really well.
Yeah, she deserved that wicket, actually.
Yeah, despite the best efforts from her skipper behind the stumps.
I think she had about 4 goes there. The ball like ended up down between her by her feet.
Yeah, King back for her third over here. Use of feet from Gardner, straight down the ground. She got enough of it? No! Caught out in the deep. Gardner goes, looking to try and go big. She's gone for 5 and offers a simple catch for Tara Norris out there.
Yeah, Essex now just need to try and get whatever they can off the remaining 5.5 overs, because to be bowled out before the 20 in T20 cricket is criminal. You've got to bat your overs, and I think that they just try and get 20, get it up to 100, and at least then you've got something to bowl at.
Yeah, I think it's more than feasible to defend 20 on this pitch, but they have to find another 20. Sorry, defend 100. Defending 20 would be impressive. They have to find another 20 somewhere, though, first. 8 down now. Kate Kopak coming out to join Sophia Smale, who's yet to face as well. And then Abtaha Maqsood, the number 11. Kopak, more than capable with the batters. Made a few scores this season, mainly in the one-day stuff. She partnered Gardner for a long time in one game, but I was going to have to bat for the best part of 5 overs here to really try and get Essex going and up to a defendable total. That one's short and just dropped into the offside. I think just got to try and almost see out King here. She's a dangerous bowler. Picked up a couple wickets. Pretty miserly as well. Just gone for the 10 runs. That was floated up and swept nicely by Kopak out to the fielder at deep square leg. Getting Sophia Smale onto face. Immediately they drop back a sweeper out on the cover boundary for that reverse sweep that Smale loves so much. 2 fielders behind square inside the ring as well. Gore and Sophie Morris, I think that is at backward point. Strikes down the ground, offering a catch, but King too far away from it in the end, and they're going to push for 2. She wants it. Could be tight here, Kopak. She's quick enough, though, to get back. Slight hesitation from Smale, but the seam are happy to return to the danger ends.
Brilliant fielding from Norris. Had to make a lot of ground to cut off the boundary. And then a good throw.
Kopak recently picked up in the 100 wildcards. Oh, she's done all end up there as Smale, though. Sort of looked to try and drop that one sort of round the corner into the leg side, but couldn't even lay a bat on it in the end. That one turned massively, just missing the top of off.
She read that about as well as I read Dostoevsky, I think.
Final ball of the 15th over here for Alana King. Floated up again and just chipped down the ground for a single by Sophia Smale to end the 15th over. 85 for 8. Gardner gone first ball in that last over. But Kopak and Smale have picked up 5 from it either way. Sorry, 4 from it. 84. They're on.
I think they'll be happy if they just bat their 20 overs out and pick up 4, 5 and over from here.
Mahika Gore is returning to the attack, though, with her final over of the day. She picked up 3 for 12 in her opening 3 overs. Got both openers and Jodie Grewcock out. Swinging the ball early on, but returning in the deck now. She's probably thinking about a 5 for here. Only needs another couple. Could end Essex's day here with the bat. Sophia Smale on strike.
Here is Gore. That's nerdled through mid-wicket. It's only going to be 1. But that's what Essex need to do. Just pick up whatever they can at this stage.
Yeah, just sensible cricket is all that's needed, as you're saying there, Dan. Just drop and run.
Work the
singles,
ones.
2s
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
No need for any risks for the next couple overs. Still 5 overs. Best part of 5 overs to go.
Quarter of the innings. Oh, that's been fiddled somehow to mid-on by Kopak. As Smale just about gets home, scampers back for a second. I'm not sure how she got that there. It was a... I think she's been
unorthodox shot.
Been watching a bit of Wimbledon, perhaps.
Yeah, they managed to get back for 2, though, with a slight misfield from King. Caught in 2 minds. Wanted to go for the catch, then dropped back. Managed to get a hand on it to stop.
It's a top spin forehand. Oh, that's nice. Beautifully played from Kopak. Gets it past point. And really nice timing, wasn't it? Using the extra pace of Gore. And little bit of width on offer.
Yeah, an appreciative round of applause from the Essex fans here at the Ambassador Cruise Line grounds.
Oh, that's well bowled. Almost bringing Threlkeld into the game again, Gore.
Yeah, if she wants the fifer, she's got 2 balls.
Got 5 in the ring.
Yeah, they can have up to 4 on the boundary if they want it. This is the sweepers all on square or behind square for Gore here.
That's worked with a touch of bottom hand by Kopak. Ball comes in and hits her. 92 for 8. Essex fighting for their lives here at the Ambassador Cruise Line ground in Chelmsford. That's up in the air. Is it over the fielder? It just evades her. And they'll come back for 2. That was close.
Yeah, ends the over.
Yeah, 94 for 8. 10 off the over. 4 left.
Yeah, that brings an end to Mahika Gore for today. Ended up with a very impressive 3 for 22 in the end, I think it was. I think that's not quite her career best figures. She took 3 for 21 previously, but her best figures of the year.
I think 19 of those came off the last 2.
Yeah, it was just 1 run from the opening 2 overs she bowled. Because there was a leg by in there as well, I think. She bowled wicket maiden in that 3rd over.
Yeah, and then the 5th went for 11, didn't it?
But yeah, King for her final over now. Floated up and reverse comes out. I think put down there by Threlkeld behind the stumps. King was up, appealing, but prematurely. Yeah, Kopak with the reverse that time.
I think you can forgive Ellie Threlkeld, can't
Yes,
you?
very much so. Use of feet from Kopak and sweeps nicely round the corner, but out to the fielder. Seren Smale down there at deep square leg. King possibly signalling, yeah, dropping the field. Carter going out to deep cover. There's the reverse again from Smale. She's going to pick up just 1 for it. Straight to Carter. Could be a run out though. Going to be tight. Signalled. Gone. She's fuming there, Kopak. Signalling to the umpire. I think she thought she was home. Wanted to come back for the second. Instead's run out. Great fielding in the deep though from Carter. She'd just been dropped out there by King, who knew that Smale likes to reverse sweep. And the mix-up just leaves Essex in even more trouble than they already were. 95 for 8.
Yeah, Kopak just needs to be careful. You can't be remonstrative to umpires like that. Get yourself in a little bit of hot water. But a waste of a wicket there for Essex, wasn't it?
Yeah, just disappointing. Those two had started to bat together nicely for a few overs, but it brings up Taha Maqsood out to the crease. Still got a good few overs to try and just bat out. I think first things first, get to the 100. 4 runs away from it.
Yeah, degree in dentistry.
See if she can pick up a brace of boundaries here. Floated up and driven down the ground. Thoughts of a single, but sent back in the end. Single turned down.
Definitely no cavity between a bat and pad there, was it?
Flatter this time and beats the outside edge there. Grips and turns again from King. But turns too much as Maqsood looks to smother that one. One ball remaining in King's spell here. That's just chipped into the leg side. Fielded well from Eve Jones in there at mid-wicket to end the over with a single. 97 for 9. 17 overs gone. Still 3 overs to go, but just 1 wicket in hand suggests it's probably going to be a premature end to the innings unless these two can just bat nicely together for the next 3 overs.
Yeah, Alana King, 2 for 17 off her 4. And outstanding. Hasn't fired it in either. Bowled with flight and just relied on a turn. And absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Darcy Carter for her final over of the innings now. Continuing around the wicket with her high arm off spin.
Scottish bowler to a Scottish bat, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
That's just played out to mid-off. That's drilled up to mid-on by Maqsood, but well fielded there by King.
Yeah, they've got a couple sweepers out at cow corner and deep square leg, but everyone else inside the ring trying to keep pressure on, not allow any easy singles here.
Oh, that's a no ball, and they'll come through for 1, and could well be a free hit here. Over waist height, no ball.
Get the vuvuzelas out.
Carter taking the high road.
Yeah, they can change the field here with the batters crossing through for that single. So they've sent out long on and long off as well as the 2 fielders out in front of the pavilion.
Free hit. And it's been smashed down the ground. Is Maqsood going to get back? Yes, she will.
Really good running there from Maqsood.
And there's the Essex 100. Something we didn't think we'd see at one point, but they've recovered pretty well. Comes up in the 18th over.
Yeah, they're probably looking at 120 at one stage, but wickets have fallen consistently.
Oh, that's filthily heaved across the line and a shy at the stumps. But they'll scramble a single out of it. Not the most pleasant shot I've seen Sophia play. Short, and Maqsood cleverly works that one down to the Graham Gooch end, and she'll get 4 runs. She's winning this Caledonian battle at the moment.
Yeah, really good shot there from Maqsood. Just lapping that one over her shoulder as it's dragged down by Carter there. Looking to, I think, just bowl a little bit quicker one, fire that one in, but no cover at fine leg means Maqsood can just help it on its way for 4.
Yeah, it was premeditated, wasn't it? Now they put the fielder there.
They're sending back King to long on as well. Is she going the whole way? Possibly not. No, about 3/4 of the way back.
And I think she's put it straight down her throat. No, she hasn't. It's just landed short of King. That completes the over. 107 for 9 at the end of the 18th. If Essex can get 120 out of this, I think it might be possibly one of the best comebacks since Lazarus was about.
Yeah, it's been good work by the middle order and the lower order from Essex here. 120 is more than possible now. It's probably where they were looking at when they're about halfway through. 65 for 4 at the 10 over mark, the home sides. So I think we see the final over of Sophie Morris here. Penultimate over of the innings. And Maqsood just looking to try and squeeze that one out. Can only just about get a bat on it as it almost skids onto her stumps. Oh, and she's beaten all ends up there. Going to have to scamper through for a single. Could be tight for run out. Gone! Maqsood too slow there. That's another run out for Essex to prematurely end their innings. They're all out for 107. As that one beat absolutely everything. Skidded off the pad of Threlkeld. Maqsood's called through, but not quick enough to get home safe. And some smart fielding from Lancashire at the end there. Just ends Essex's innings for 107.
Ooh, that was tight. Maqsood ball watching a little bit there. Smale was right to call her through. She'd have gone straight away. There'd have been no problem. But Essex have left 10 balls out there, and you wonder if that's going to come back and bite them as the floodlights come on. And we'll be back soon, and we'll see how Lancashire get on in their chase, won't we, Toby?
Yeah, absolutely. As you say there, 108 the target to win. We're back in about 10 minutes for the second innings.
Bowling figures for Lancashire Thunder. Gould, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 22. Norris, 3 overs, no maidens, 2 for 22. King, 4 overs, 2 for 17. Morris, 3.2 overs, 0 for 20. And Carter, 4 overs, 1 for 25. presentation for the Tiptree Essex Player of the Month for June. And the winner, with 53% of the votes, Esme McGregor. Danny Warren, the Essex Performance Director, making the presentation to the top wicket taker in this year's Vitality Blast. Yes, Saturday the 16th of August is that date for your diary, with West End Stars performing an evening of ABBA here at the Ambassador Cruise Line ground. Make sure you've got your tickets for that, starting from as little as £15. Log on to the website essexcricket.org.uk/ABBA to find out more.
Hello and welcome back to the Ambassador Cruise Line ground here in Chelmsford as Essex host Lancashire. We've had the first innings. Lancashire were bowling first, having been sent out to fields. Essex made 107. We're all out with still a few overs to go. Top scores for Lissy McLeod made 23. Penner made 22, the overseas pro. And then double digits for Cordelia Griffiths and Sophia Smale, but no one else made it to there, with Mahika Gore picking up 3 for 22 from her 4 overs, just tearing through the top order of Essex. Couple wickets each for Norris and King as well. I'm Toby Reynolds, joined by Dan Whiting. How are you, Dan?
Yeah, I'm good. Essex, well, you don't win many games from 12 for 3, do you?
Not at all. It was a tricky start for them, but they rebuilt nicely through the middle with runs for, as I say, Griffiths, Penner and McLeod, and then a sort of mini collapse towards the ends, and the wickets just sort of kept falling. But they did make it to triple digits, 107. So 108 to win, less than a run a ball, as we see Eve Jones and Seren Smale opening the batting for the visitors here.
Yeah, and Kate Kopac's going to take us away from the Graham Gooch end. Going to be bowling at the left-handed Jones. It's Jones, even though it's saying Smale on the screen in front of you at home, but it is actually Eve Jones facing.
Yeah, number 11 to number 11 here. So one slip in place for Kopak. Lissy McLeod in there. Got sweepers at deep square leg and fine leg as well.
Well, Essex have to take wickets. They have to, they're not going to keep Lancashire down.
No.
They have to take wickets.
Kopak coming in now. Just across the left-hander there, and good noise straight away and good intensity in the field from Essex. As Dan was saying, they know they've got to try and get wickets early and get on top and just slow Lancashire down as much as anything and try and bring that required run rate above a runner ball. We did see it was a little bit tricky for batters, a little bit sticky. Spinners did well, and Essex do have a lot of options to take pace off if need be. Sophia Smale, left arm finger spinner. Abtaha Maqsood, Maddie Penner and Jodie Grewcock all offer some wrist spin as well. Kopak in again and down the leg side, wide signalled. Jones unable to lay bat on it.
I think that's the way forward. Get your spinners on. It's, as you said, a bit of a sticky dog, isn't it? It's hardly like the Gabba back in the 60s, but it's balls just, some are just going through at normal pace and some are just sticking in the pitch.
Just having a little fiddle with the field as they send Joe Gardner just in front of square.
I don't think there's anything naughty about it, but it can be quite tricky to score runs on.
That was just pushed into the offside from Jones, but straight to the fielder in there at extra cover.
Lancashire just want to not lose any wickets at the top here. That's their priority.
Yeah, just try and build an innings. That was what really just meant Essex were always behind the 8 ball with 3 wickets in the first 3 overs. Both openers gone in the first over. Mahika Gore doing all the damage with the new ball. That one's full and straight and just flicked into the leg side, but fielded well by Cordelia Griffith, diving to her left from mid-wicket.
She's outstanding in the field, isn't she? Her and Joe Gardner are superb for Essex in the field.
Yeah, brings the right-handed Seren Smale out to face up her first delivery of the day. Everyone inside the ring on the offside. Mirror image of the field with sweepers out on the leg. That's Sophia Smale looking out into the sun on the deep square leg boundary. That was just turned into mid-wicket. Slight misfield from Maddie Penner in there at mid-wicket. But it's mopped up by Eva Gray coming across from mid-on.
Thought Lancashire's fielding was superb, actually.
Yeah, that was a very impressive display from them. Couple run-outs in there as well from some smart fielding. And a little bit sloppy running at the back end as well.
Yeah, Norris out long on, and their ground fielding was good as well.
That was width on offer. That's cut away. No mistake from Jones there, who just slices that one through backward point for 4 runs.
Yeah, Jones working on width and just throwing her hands through the ball. And it just races away across this Chelmsford outfield.
Jones had a pretty good start to the season. 42 off 29 against Hampshire, her highest score, but a couple 20s thrown in there as well, despite not featuring in every game for the northern side. As Kopak just pulls out of that one there. 1 ball left in the first over. Wasp currently has it, I think, 95% in Lancashire's favour here.
That's pretty big.
It's going to take a very impressive display with the ball from the home side. That's driven, but straight out to the fielder. Sophia Smale in there, the covers. Ends the over with a dot ball. 7 without loss, Lancashire, after the first over.
Yeah, they should walk this. They should Ambassador Cruise it, actually, Toby.
Nicely done, Dan. Nicely done.
The marketing department will thank me at Essex. Dan Porter in the marketing department will give me a big pat on the back for that one.
Maddie Penner will be taking the new ball again here for Essex. She took the new ball for, I think, the first time in the season last game. Picked up a wicket inside the power play and also a run out as well off her bowling due to the fact she was very miserly, not offering much to the Blaze.
Interesting move, this. Here is Penner. Short and cut. And they're going to take 1, though.
Yeah, she looks to try and cramp up the right-handed batters with her leg spin, Penner. Fires it through quite quick. A lot of topspin, a lot of googlies. Interesting to see how she bowls to the left-handed Jones here, though. Maybe try and push a few across the batter. Get the odd one to turn and grip back in.
Here she comes. Let's just turn around the corner. They think about 1. But Jones wisely sends Smale back. Just bunted out to mid-on. As you said, Penner's just tucking Jones up for room here. Oh, that's short. And Jones getting herself into a tangle. I think she's probably quite pleased. That one pitched outside leg stump.
Yeah, look to try and just slash that one away through the leg side, but misses out on that opportunity there.
Drilled to cover.
Yeah, Sophia Smale in there.
Smale, yeah. She's a good fielder as well.
Yeah, always in and around extra cover, that mid-wicket region.
That's 4 runs, swept, finds the gap, and it's a lovely shot from Eve Jones. 5 off the over, Lancashire 12 without loss. At this stage, Essex were 12, but they soon 12 for 3.
And it looks like Grace Scrivens is turning to a trump card, Eva Gray here. Looking for wickets early on. Gray has been pretty prolific with ball in hand. 13 wickets at 20. Economy pretty tidy at 6.6 as well. Picked up 4 for against the Blaze on Sunday. Often bowling later on in the innings in the T20 game. Just, I think, being called into action early here with Scrivens realising they've got to get early wickets. But she does know how to bowl with a new ball very well as well, taking it in the one-day competition. So sort of similar prolific as well. That was down the leg side first up though, just got to find her radar. They've not got too many runs to play with though, so she can't be offering too many extras. Bowling to Seren Smale here. I was just driven back to her, tentatively off the front foot. I think Smale just signalling it's nipping around a little bit.
Yeah, she just bowls wicket to wicket, doesn't she, Eva Gray? A little hint of movement. Very tidy bowler.
Coming in again from the Graham Gooch end here. Full and straight and just again turn into the leg side. Another dot ball for Gray. As you say, looking to target those stumps. Forcing the batter to play at everything. Get them to make the mistake. Oh, that struck on the pad. Could be given. And a stumping there either way. Everything's happening here at Chelmsford, but
it's all going off.
Smale escapes. Original appeal for an LBW.
That looked
tight.
close.
Oh, that looks very, very close. And then almost a run out as well, but Smale's just alert enough to get her bat down in time. That looked very, very tight for the LBW, though. Maybe sliding. Maybe
possibly.
high, but
I don't think it was high. It might have been sliding, but it was very, very close.
Gray in again. This time 2 straight, though. Flicked out to the leg sides. They're pushing for 2 and should get back for it. Yeah, quick between the wickets is Smale. I think Essex will be a bit aggrieved to not have her dismissed, either stumped or LBW last delivery, though.
If Essex are going to get anything out of this, they need 50-50 decisions like that to go their way. And
Lissy McLeod coming out of slip now and dropping into forward square leg. That was shorter and just prodded out to extra cover. And a dot ball to end. Nope, the penultimate ball of that over.
you've got a degree in economics, have you?
Not much counting in economics.
No, I struggle. I struggle to count to 6. You're supposed to be the brains of this outfit, Toby.
It's a low bar, I think, between us, though, Dan, isn't it? Graham for the final ball of the over. Looks to tuck up Smale in a slight stutter. Means they don't get through for the single. Fielding there from McLeod in there at forward square leg. Dot ball to end. 15 without loss. Lancashire now.
Good tidy stuff from Eva Gray. Making Lancashire work.
Yeah, high fives.
One thing about this Essex side, I don't think they're going to roll over easily. I think they'll push Lancashire all the way.
Yeah, and Skipper's taking control here. She's got her cap off. So we'll see some off spin from her. She does often bowl inside the power play. We were discussing that the pitch has been pretty friendly to the spinners.
Into the attack, the captain, number 29, Grace Scriven.
She'll have a couple sweepers out square either side of the wicket. Gardner out there in front of the pavilion. I think that's Kopak at deep square leg. She comes in from the Sir Alistair Cook end.
That's driven back to Scrivens, who fields well off her own bowling. You always feel well off your own bowling, don't you? You've got more to lose. But stops a certain boundary there.
Yeah, good strong hand there. Just took all the pace out of the drive from Jones.
That's hurt her, actually.
Yeah, just shaking her hand out a little bit.
I'm not surprised. It was going like a rocket. Short and cut. And I think that's going to run away for 4 runs. It does. It just crosses the rope. She didn't get all of it. And I think Scriven is turning it. But too short, really.
Yeah, she'll be a little bit disappointed. It was slightly uppish from Jones. And I think wanted to play that a little bit squarer, but she managed to find the gap between short third man and point.
Scrivens. Again, short. This time pushed out to Gardner. Patrolling, as usual, in front of the pavilion. That's her area out there, isn't she? That's where... Again, pulled out to Gardner. Ooh, bit of a wild throw.
Yeah, too much on it from Gardner, but just the single either way. Smale not quite timing that last one.
Gardner very sensible, you know, back to the sun. Poor old Sophia Smale out there on the other side, looking directly into it. Punched off the back foot. Oh, that's Smale. There's Kopak out there.
Yeah.
Scrivens. That's a better length. But again, virtually all 6 balls were played off the back foot. She wants to get them coming forward. Driving. But 21 without loss at the end of the 4th. Essex making Lancashire battle here.
Yeah, run rate pretty much identical after 4 overs. Essex were 20, had 20 runs on the board, but they were 3 down. And they missed out on 10, 11 balls at the back end of the innings as well, being bowled out in the penultimate over.
Yeah, but a quick bang bang here.
Yeah, brings Essex right back
in the
into
game. Yeah.
Eva Gray continues. Full and straight, up in the air. Could be gone. It is. Good take from Grucott there, a backward point, and Eva Gray strikes to get the first wicket of the game for Essex. Smale goes looking to hit over the top. Just slices one up in the air. And it's a big, big breakthrough there, Dan.
Yeah, she never looked comfortable, Smale, did she? She just wasn't really timing it, trying to sort of force the ball away, and the harder she tried to hit it, the more her timing went. And Eva Gray, well, you want a wicket, you throw the ball to her.
Very much so. Brings Tilly Kesteven to the crease, 20-year-old batter, drafted in at the top of the order during the T20 County Cup and has been very impressive since making her debut for Lancashire. She does struggle sometimes with just sort of her pace throughout the innings. Can get stuck a little bit, but can also be incredibly destructive, as shown in the County Cup final.
There was a good catch there from Jodie Crewcott. They're never easy when they're spinning like that.
Yeah, safe pair of hands from the all-rounder. They're bringing in the sweeper on the offside boundary. Have a couple out on the leg side though. That was driven first up. Great stop in there at backward point though. Dot ball first up.
Another wicket here. Essex are right back in this. We'll all have Eva fever.
Width again and a big swing. Appeal. Not given by the umpire though. The Essex team were very interested in that though. Perhaps bat on grounds. Winfield Hill grimacing there. Would have been close either way.
Yeah, we're sorry if you heard any bad language there from a gentleman to our right in one of the stands.
And again, Kesteven flirts with it outside the off stump. Eva Gray is bowling too well, though, for the Lancashire batter to get anything on it.
She flirted with it, fluttered her eyelids and says, "Do you come here often?"
He's just nipping around a fraction here from Gray. Picked up 1 wicket in this over already. 2 more balls remain inside the over. And another swish outside the off stump from Kesteven there. And again she fails to lay bat on it.
Can Eva Gray do the job that Mahika Gore did for Lancashire?
Shot there from Kesteven, finds the gap, gets down the other end for the single. And that ends a fabulous Eva Gray over. Not quite a wicket maiden, 1 run from it, but she did pick up the wicket of Seren Smale. And 22 for 1 now, Lancashire.
At this stage, Essex were 31, but lost 3 wickets. So Essex ahead of the game, but I think that's skewed somewhat, isn't it? Because Essex left 10 balls behind in their innings, having been bowled all out in 18.2 overs.
Yeah,
Joe Gardner.
Yeah, different type of off spin here. Scrivens bowling the last over, now giving it to her off spinning counterpart, Joe Gardner. Sweepers out. Deep forward square leg, or quite a square mid wicket, and also cover that is, and then also mid wicket.
Here she comes as that's played out to mid wicket. Oh, a little bit of extra bounce from Gardner. It's just going to be 1 pushed out to Smale, patrolling the cover boundary.
It's the only issue for Gardner. She can't field out on the boundary herself.
Tossed up. Driven again out to Smale. Gardner, Northamptonshire, where she comes from. I know a bit about spin bowling in that part of the world. Northampton is known as the Bunsen. Again, out to Smale for one. But Essex just keeping the lid on here. Oh, that's well bowled. Inside edge. Jones will get one. But Gardner wins the moral battle. 26 for 1 at the end of the power play. Essex were 43 for 3. Have we got a game of cricket on our hands here, Toby?
I think we do. I think we do indeed. Essex will be, or would have been, disappointed with their efforts with the bat, but they've started brilliantly with the ball here. Just the one wicket, but they could have picked up a couple. LBW appeal turned down.
I'm not sure it's that easy to score runs on this pitch.
Not at all. We're seeing Kate Kopak come back in now. Oh, I think Kesteven's bat has just been checked by the umpire through a bat gauge. There have been a few issues around that in the last few weeks. Phil Salt's bat, the centre of the topic.
Yeah, don't mention that sort of thing in these parts.
Jones facing up here. Kopak bowling the first over outside of the power play. Width on offer, and Jones slashes at that one nicely, picks up 4 for it. Full and wide, and Jones just guides that one delicately off the face of the bat for 4.
Yeah, both times she's been offered a bit of width. She's cashed in. I think both times were off Kopak as well, weren't they?
Yeah, Jones in the positive now, 20 off 18. Kopak coming round the wicket, it means.
I like this. She's going to try and cramp her up for room a little bit.
Yeah, you've got sweeper at deep square leg and fine leg. Plus a couple out on the offside at cover and third man as well. Can't go too full here. She goes full, it's driven. Good stop there from Cordelia Griffiths in extra cover.
That was into the ground, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if we can have another look at that.
It looked like it was a bump ball. And I don't think that any of the reactions from...
No, the body language
fielders,
often gives it away, doesn't it?
Short of that time, and just cut nicely by Jones off her toes into the offside. Bringing Kesteven on to face Kopak for the first time today. 3 off 9. Tilly Kesteven at the moment.
Yeah, it's only Jones who's really looked fluent so far.
Yeah, and even with Jones, it's been a little bit intermittent
Yeah.
at times.
You give her any width outside off stump, and all 3 of her boundaries have been cut for 4.
Driven nicely through the covers there. 2 full from Kopak, and Kesteven cashes in with a powerful drive through extra cover. 4 runs.
That's a lovely shot.
That's where Kesteven is really strong, looking to try and use her limbs to guide that one through the offside with some brute force behind it as well. Very tall is Kesteven. Long levers, big stride out as well. I think with the field Kopak's got, she's got to try and go that little bit shorter. There's one there. Pulled round the corner off the top edge, but safe out towards Maqsood at fine leg. One ball to come in the over. The two lefties here for Kopak to bowl round the wicket too. An identical field here. All pretty square outside the ring. Full of that time, driven down the ground. Sumptuous drive there from Jones. Didn't try and overhit it. Kopak just left the boot dangling there to try and stop it. But it beats her and races away for 4, straight down the ground. And that ends the over as well. 40 for 1. A big over of 14 from it there.
Yeah, Kopak just going too full. Pumped once through the covers by Kestevan. And then going too full at Jones, who elegantly drives her back down the ground.
Yeah, with the field that Kopak had there, she couldn't miss full, really. No one straight down the ground with any protection. And she offered a little bit too much length, which the two left-handers cashed in on. As Joe Gardner is now doing a 100-yard dash here, right the way across the pitch, out to deep square leg, ready for the sweep or the pull shot from Kestevan.
Scrivens back into the attack, and that's pulled out to long on, where they'll amble through for the most languid of singles. Essex need wickets. That's well bowled. Nice flight from Scrivens. Need to try and get rid of Eve Jones. Oh, that's a nice shot. She's in trouble here. That's brilliantly fielded by Cordelia Griffith. But Kestevan scrambles through. Yeah. Superb work.
Unbelievable. It felt inevitable that was just going to race away down the slope for 4, but Cordelia Griffith not only stops it, but clean pickup as well.
Yes, it's not giving up here. That's been tickled round the corner by Kestevan. And she'll pick up 2 leg byes, actually.
Yeah, good pace to get back for the second. There's a lot of space around the corner there at fine leg. No fielders, other than Joe Gardner, who's right out on the rope at deep backward square.
Scrivens. Oh, that's well bowled. Saw Kestevan coming. Just pegged back the length.
Yeah, a little bit quicker as well through the air that time from Scrivens. Smart bowling from the Essex skipper.
Oh, Boulder. Kestevan misses it. And it takes a leg peg. And she has to walk off to the hutch. And that's exactly what the hosts needed. 44 for 2. Essex fighting hard here at the Ambassador Cruise Line ground in Chelmsford. And Lancashire are just struggling to get the ball away a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. A tricky innings for Kestevan there. 9 off 15. Never quite got going. But very well bowled by Scrivens. Was mixing up her pace nicely through the over. And managed to just slow that one down a bit. Kestevan looked to work it a bit too square. And it just gripped in the surface that little bit. And took out the top of the bails.
Yeah, that was the end of the over as well. End of the 8th, 44 for 2. Essex 52 for 4 at this stage. get Eve Jones, and Essex could be back in the hunt.
Yeah, very much so. Ailsa Lister coming out now to join Eve Jones, who is 26 from 23 right now. Absolutely flying comparatively on this pitch. No one's scored particularly freely. And Abtaha Maqsood, one of Essex's other trump cards, taking the ball now with her wrist spin. Picked up a brace against the Blaze. Going to be turning the ball into the left-handed Jones here. Fires that one in and just patted back to her from Eve Jones. 3 sweepers out on the leg sides. Long on, cow corner, deep square. That was shorter and pulled straight out to mid-wicket. Eva Gray in there. Fields well.
Go away with that one, Maqsood.
Yeah, the other sweeper out at deep cover. Couple fielders at backward point too. That one's pulled round the corner. Could run away all the way for 4. Gardner's rapid across the outfield. Gets there though. And actually cuts them down to just 2 from it. Really good fielding from Joe Gardner out there.
Outstanding from Gardner.
Just covers so much ground. And there's no run on her throw with the bullet arm she has. Air from Maqsood. And again swept round the corner. This one could be 3. Gardner's quick to it again. They're coming back for 2. And again, no opportunity for a 3rd.
Yeah, just the wrong line here from Maqsood. And they're putting a short, fine leg in.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jones looks to try and get this one through the offside. They've had to pull out one of their fielders in there at point. And that is driven out to extra cover. Cordelia Griffiths there to gather, collects and just throws into Winfield Hill behind the stumps.
Jones on to 31, top score in the game.
Yeah, she's batted nicely for it. Just ticking along a fraction over a runner ball. 31 from 28. That means that Ailsa Lister faces up here for her first delivery. 2 sweepers out in front of square on the leg sides. Long on, cow corner. Long off as well and a deep cover too. Floated up and driven nicely down the ground. Timed really well from Lister first up. And that ends the Maqsood over there. Bringing up the 50 for Lancashire from the final ball of that over. They're 50 for 2. 9 overs gone. 36 minutes into the innings. At this same stage, Essex were 56 for 4. This was about the time they got penned back a little bit. Between the 11th and the 15th, they lost 4. Sorry, 10th and the 15th, they lost 4 wickets and only really managed to add another sort of 20 odd, less than 20 runs. As Gardner's off spin comes into the fray again.
I think if Jones stays there, Lancashire win. Get Jones though. It's anybody's. Gardner. Oh, not much foot movement from Lister. Gardner. Again, plays this back to the bowler. Tidy stuff this. Oh, big appeal for LBW. Ben Debenham having none of it. Let's have another look. Ooh.
Again, very tight.
Hello. Oh, that's gone. That's tidy work from Lauren Winfield Hill, stumping Lister. This time she does move her feet, but out of the crease. And Winfield Hill does the rest.
Yeah, that is a big, big wicket. Lister had been in fine form coming into this game. Made a rapid 79 from 38 against the Blaze a few games ago. And had been absolutely on fire for Lancashire. So the fact they've got her gone so quickly without any damage to the scorecard really keeps Essex in the hunt here. 3 down Lancashire now.
Tell you what, Gardner, 1 for 4 off 10 balls. Outstanding.
Yeah, she's had a really good impact at Chelmsford so far today.
The skipper, Ellie Threlkeld, walks out. She's got a job to do here. This game is in the balance. Can Essex win it? Death by spin. But Gardner's bowling really well. Got to take the pace off on this. That's played back to Joe Gardner, who now pushes long off even further out. Trying to get out of the over with minimal damage. And cover goes out as well. Try and get out of the over with minimal damage. That long off has come back into the ring. Lissy McLeod. That's driven out to Eva Gray at long on. Ruins Joe Gardner's wicket maiden, but 1 for 5 off 2. I think she'll take that.
Very much so.
And Lancashire are 14 behind where Essex were at this stage. They were 65 for 4. Lancashire are 51 for 3.
Yeah, this game is right in the balance now. Sophia Smale is coming in with her left arm finger spin now, but I wonder what Wasp has it at the moment, because I would have thought it's pretty 50-50. Maybe Lancashire just favourites while Eve Jones is still at the crease. But it is just under a run a ball. And it's trending in the right direction for Essex. As that one's just forced straight down the ground, but really good fielding again there. Eva Gray in at mid-wicket, diving away to save the single.
Essex working their socks off here.
And that one's cut, but straight to backward point. Jodie Grucock fielding in there. Back-to-back dot balls for Smale to start.
Essex just frustrating Lancashire.
Threlkeld down the ground again, this time beating Gray in there at mid-wicket for a single. Threlkeld off strike, brings Jones on to face again. It's been a long time since Jones last faced, I feel like. Didn't face at all last over. Possibly even the over before, she might not have faced much.
I think it's been a long time since a boundary as well, actually. 3 or 4 overs.
Yeah, I want to say it was that Kesteven cover drive. That would have been back in,
That's the
6th
7th.
or 7th.
Yeah.
Smale bowls left arm over to the left-handed Jones here. That one's just flicked out to mid-wicket, but again straight to the fielder.
That's where you got to bowl to Jones. Don't give her any width. Bowl to her around middle and leg.
Yeah, Smale's got no cover on the offside boundary here. She's got to go straight. She does, perhaps too straight. Maqsood does really well though. That bounced awkwardly in front of her. They'll push for 2. Joe Gardner, good arm in, it's going to be tight. Well run in the end though by Lancashire. But that was great fielding in the outfield from Maqsood. Bounced really awkwardly, probably a yard in front of her. But she got a body behind it. As Grewcock's coming out, round from mid-wicket to point. Space in mid-wicket here for just dropping a single. Jones drives that one through the covers, but straight to the fielder. I think that's Kate Kopak there, Eva Gray maybe. But either way, another really tidy over from Essex. 54 for 3. 3 runs from it.
Yeah, 4 off the last 2. And a wicket. Essex just putting the squeeze on here. This game could go either way.
Yeah, Maqsood swapping ends now. Coming in from the Sir Alistair Cook ends. Continues with 3 sweepers out on the leg side for her. Kopak on the cover boundary, looking into the sun.
Big over. Maqsood. Ooh, nearly a mankad.
I don't think that was
no. I think
Maqsood's
the ball.
mind,
I think the ball's just slipped.
Either way, it's keeping Jones on her toes.
Jones was on a bike there, wasn't she? That's just turned round the corner to McLeod, and they'll pick up a single. Again, Lancashire just need to work the ones. Keep it quiet for 4 or 5 overs, work the ones, and then get themselves into a position where they can have a dip.
Yeah, it's 53 from 53 exactly right now, the equation for Lancashire.
Will sensible cricket win? Or will they get frustrated and hole out in the deep? Again, tickled round the corner, this time by the left-handed Jones. She moves on to 34. Just 32 balls, but she's really the only one who's looked fluent all day. Maybe Maddie Penner did earlier on, but...
She holed out going over the top.
Oh, that's nearly caught and bowled. Threlkeld plays it down the ground and just evades the outstretched hand of Abtahar Maqsood. Here is the leg spinner, and that's drilled back. And Maqsood fields well off her own bowling.
Yeah, it got down low very well there, the leggy.
Oh, that's well bowled. That's the googly, I think. It is the googly. That's really well bowled. Full of trickery. And that's just played to mid-wicket. That's a really tidy over from Maqsood. Lancashire 57 for 3 now, with 8 overs to go. And I think they've got to start taking some risks.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they might look to progress this chase now. 51 to win, 48 balls. The rate has been slowly climbing for the last few overs when Essex have really just pinned Lancashire back. I think probably Jones keeps going as she is, but maybe Threlkeld and whoever's partnering Jones might have to push on a little bit.
End of the 7th, the score was 40 for 1. End of the 12th, it's 57 for 3.
Yeah, it's been far from easy for the batters out there. Dot ball first up for Threlkeld, just punching down the grounds.
Yeah, Eva Gray's back on.
I think, yeah, again, Scrivens realising another wicket just to get into the middle order.
I like this
Lower
from
middle
Winfield
order.
Hill as well.
Up to the stumps.
Standing up.
Yeah. Full and straight, and again flicked out into the leg side. Another dot ball. Again, Gray attacking the stumps, and again, miserly with it. Not offering anything.
What Winfield Hill is doing there is she's pinning the batter back in her crease. And obviously you bring stumping into it, but you're also bringing LBW into the equation as well.
Slash through the covers, driven nicely by Threlkeld for a single. She timed that one really nicely, did the Lancashire captain, but straight out to Joe Gardner in front of the pavilion. It's a good crowd size here today at the Ambassador Cruise Line ground in Chelmsford. The top tier of the grandstand just to our right, littered with people. Similarly in front of the pavilion as always. Gray coming round the wicket to the left-handed Jones here. And just chipped down the ground. Could be tight for a run out. Oh, and that one bounces over the top of the stumps.
Oh, that was going to hit the stumps and hit a divot.
Very unlucky for Scrivens and Essex there.
That was in April, softer outfields. So I think Jones was gone.
Yeah, see the replay here. Oh, that was going to be close to Threlkeld's Gray now. And again into the leg side, and again Cordelia Griffiths there to stop it. How many times today have we said that? Griffith has been fantastic in the field. Just going to drop mid-wicket now. She runs out to the boundary and Maxu comes in from third man.
Do you know what? I think they're trying to keep Eve Jones away from the strike here.
Threlkeld does exactly that. Drops it into the leg side. They're going to push for two, but they're not going to get there. And it's just a single to end the over. 60 for 3. Only 3 runs from it again. Eva Gray, another top over. And they do that exactly, Dan, keeping Threlkeld facing up for the start of the 14th.
They dropped the mid-wicket out to the boundary and said, right, there's one. You can have that. We don't want a boundary. Who's going to win this battle? Eva or Eve?
The skipper back into the attack. She's bowled tidily so far today. Picked up a wicket from her 2 overs and gone for just 8 runs. It's only really Kate Kopak who's been expensive. She's gone for 21 from her 2. Everyone else has gone at 5s or under.
Six in the ring. Scrivens putting the squeeze on. Threlkeld. Oh, that's a lovely piece of glove work there from Lauren Winfield Hill.
Yeah, she's been excellent behind the stumps
Tied
again
in
today.
she, yeah. Scrivens just getting a little bit of extra bounce there as well. In she comes. That's played down the ground. Threlkeld gets off strike.
Yeah, good use of feet from Threlkeld.
So how do Lancashire play this, Toby? They bat around Eve Jones. She's going at a runner ball. And does she continue to do that and people play shots around her? Or is it down to her to play the shots?
I think it's bat around her for now. Obviously, if there's a bad ball, put it away. But Essex have been very tidy with ball in hand so far. I think she's got to be there at the death, really. And you have Threlkeld. You've still got Fee Morris to come as well. Alana King can hit a long ball. So there are other options around her to go big.
Scrivens to Jones, who pushes that in the air. Oh, that's so close.
It's just not going Essex's way. Seemingly a few run-outs missing by whiskers. A few LBW calls that haven't gone their way.
Jodie Grucock there.
Might have just been home.
I think she was home anyway, but Lancashire having to take some risks. That's been nailed, but brilliant again from Cordelia Griffith.
Yeah, we were very complimentary of Lancashire's fielding in the first innings, but Essex have just come out on a different level at the moment. The number of balls they've stopped that, if they'd beaten the fielder, 4 runs easy.
Oh, that's well bowled again by Scrivens. Frustrating Eve Jones.
I was going to say, she's not faced much in the last 5 or 6 overs, and I think she's just out of touch a fraction, trying to force things a bit more now.
Again, trying to force that, but the ball dribbling out into the offside. 64 for 3 at the end of the 14th. And in the last 7 overs, Lancashire scored 24 runs.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant display of economical bowling from Lancashire. Smale has the ball in hand again. Cap is off. And yeah, it's just been sticky stuff here from Lancashire. Unable to find the boundaries. It's pretty much only been early on with too much width on offer that Lancashire have found those boundaries. And even singles have been starting to dry up recently. 3 out on the leg side. Long off as well.
But what Lancashire have got is wickets in hand.
Oh, and that one, again, millimetres away from the stumps. Jones looking to force that one out, push it out. And instead, almost inside edges it onto her own pad and onto the stumps.
It's hard to score runs on this, isn't it? It's hard to... You just bowl wicket to force it away.
Reverse comes out, but straight to the fielder at backward point, Leslie McLeod. It's taken Jones the best part of 15 overs to use that shot. I think that's surely got to be an option. They are blocking it up a bit more now as mid-wicket comes across into the covers onto the ring. So there's space at mid-wicket for them to drop and run. And that's what she does. Bit straighter down to long on. But a leisurely single. Wasp still has it at 83% for Lancashire here. Wickets in hand, I think, is playing a big factor, a big part in that. But a few wickets here and becomes a little bit interesting. It's just a slight change of fields.
5 and a bit overs, 43 to win. I can see why Wasps is saying that, but this is a tough pitch to score runs on. 43 runs looks a long way away here.
but shorter. Up in the air, going to fall just short though of Scrivens, who watches it into her hands. One bounce. Good stuff by the captain. That could have easily spun away and beaten her. She made no mistake. Threlkeld 8 off 16 right now. Jones has slipped to 38 from 42. And she was, I think, about 31 off 28, sorry.
Yeah, just pushing Maddie Penner back there to long off.
That one swept up in the air. Finds the gap. Smart batting from Threlkeld. No one behind square on the leg side. And finds the first boundary in the best part of 10 overs here for Lancashire.
Yeah, Lancashire really needed that. Just eases the pressure a little. I think Smale wanted to get that a lot fuller.
Yeah, she can't offer anything short. No protection on the offside boundary. Just the one fielder at deep square leg. Use of feet now from Threlkeld, and a good hand from Smale stops that one from running away past her. Ends the over with a single. 70 for 3. 6 runs from it. And Lancashire's Wasp just rises a little bit. Eve Jones, though, crucial in the chase so far. 38 from 42 has been the glue for Lancashire. Smale, Kesteven, Lister chipped in a little bit, but struggled for fluency. And now Threlkeld, 13 off 18, picked up her first boundary with that sweep off the penultimate ball of the last over. 38 to win from 30 for the visitors.
Here's Jo Gardner, just 5 off her first 2 overs. Tosses that one up, and Threlkeld gets it over the top of mid-off. And it goes away for 4 runs. I wonder if Essex are regretting that 10 balls that they left behind.
Yeah, that could come back to bite them. Jo Gardner's sending back long off, calling up cover into the ring. And again, another very useful 4 from Threlkeld.
Oh, there's a big appeal. No, it's a strangled appeal. I think there's some bat involved there.
Yeah, really slowed that one up. Did Gardner there. Gave it a lot of flight.
I think that's what you've got to do. Just saying, right, you know, you're not going to use the pace of the ball. As that's pumped straight down the ground. But Eva Gray collects, and they're going to take her arm on, and they get back for 2. Good running from Jones. Ran the first one hard. 76 for 3.
Yeah, 32 from 27. It's overrunnable still. But
Jones is just doing a shoelace. Zach Crawley would be proud of that one.
I'm not sure they need to take time out of the game though, Lancashire.
That's in the air, but bounces short of Eva Gray. And they'll take 1. They're the ones that were going to hand in the Essex innings, weren't they?
Yeah, there were quite a few cloth shots straight up in the air that really just kept pegging Essex back. As Jones faces again here. Everyone inside the ring on the offside except for long off. 3 out on the leg sides. Mid-wicket open for a single.
Gardner around the wicket. Played down to long on to Scrivens. Just a single. $30 to win. 25 balls to go. Where's your pocket money, Toby?
I think Lancashire, just.
I'm going for a tie.
Now that would be exciting. You get good odds with those, I reckon, Dan.
Yeah. Gardner. Driven nicely, but only picking out McLeod. And Gardner finishes it with a dot ball. 78 for 3 at the end of the 16th. At this stage, Essex were 94 for 8. But Lancashire can afford to throw everything at this because they've got so many wickets in hand.
Yeah, I think if Lancashire do get over the line here, you've really got to thank Mahika Gore at the top of the order. 3 wickets for 1 run in her first 2 overs. Just gave Essex nothing, less than nothing, if anything.
Yeah, Essex need to break this partnership.
Yeah, and they've given the ball to the Aussie. Penner with her leg spin comes back into the attack, having not bowled since the 2nd over of the game. She's got 3 sweepers out on the leg side, long off as well. Dragged down first up. It's going to be a wide. And Jones throws her head back in frustration, knowing she's missed out on that one. Looking to cart it around the corner. Sweeps again round the corner to Maqsood. They get through for a single.
Good running.
Yeah, Threlkeld was quick off the mark with that one. Wanting to get through for 1. Rotate the strike. Just keep ticking over. Not letting her teammate get bogged down. And we see a mirror image field here for the right-handed Threlkeld. It's 20 off 23 at the moment. The Lancashire skipper.
Scrivens has skippered this pretty well, I think.
Yeah, it's been good so far from Essex.
Got a team battling for her.
Yeah, they've left everything on the field of Essex so far. Scrivens round into mid-wicket now. 3 inside the ring on the offside at extra cover point and backward point. And gone! Maddie Penner has the wicket. Threlkeld goes. Bowled by the Aussie overseas pro. Just skids one through again. She goes for 20.
Is that the turning point of this game? Essex needed a wicket. A Penner for your thoughts, Toby.
Yeah, really, really good. Googly from Penner there, just nipping back. Threlkeld looked to give herself a little bit of room, but gets beaten on the inside edge. And ends up back in the pavilion. No more the skipper can do. It means Fee Morris is out at number 6.
I think 'cause this is a used wicket, the bounce is a little inconsistent now, isn't it? It's been used for a number of games. So playing anything with a horizontal bat is a dangerous game. And Ellie Threlkeld paying the price there.
Yeah, I'm not sure she picked the googly as well. It just came back at her a lot more than she expected, looking to give herself a bit of room through the offside. And it makes this game really, really interesting. 28 from 22.
What does Fee Morris do here? Does she try and get the singles, run the singles, try and turn 1s into 2s, or does she try and find the boundary?
Penner in. Dragged down and wicket straight up. Gone! Another one for Essex. 2 and 2 for Maddie Penner. Fee Morris goes without scoring. And the Essex team are celebrating, knowing how important those 2 wickets are.
Well, I said Scrivens has skippered this well. Bringing Maddie Penner back into the attack has been a master stroke. And Lancashire are really struggling to get the ball away here. Alana King. Who's going to win? The battle of the Aussies.
Yeah, King is more than capable with bat in hand, though, coming in at number 7. Can hit some big sixes, but also a very smart player with the way she wields that bat. Still 3 sweepers out on the leg side, plus Gardner at cover. Boundary option straight over, mid-off, an extra cover, I reckon. Or maybe if you time it really well between mid-wicket and long on. Drag down again and just uses her wrists to carve that one out to Gardner at deep cover. Single first up. No hat-trick for Penner.
She's bowled superbly this over, but it's got to be said, that's not the best hat-trick ball I've ever seen.
Unfortunately not. 2 balls remain and Penner's over here. 81 for 5 Lancashire. Having been 78 for 3 at the start of the over. Floated up and driven nicely by Jones. Out to the right of Griffith, who fumbles. They're going to come back. Could be tight.
Oh,
I think Penner should have just taken the bails there.
yeah, I think King was struggling. But that's communication because she had her back to the stumps. Let's have another look at this on the replay.
Yeah, it's a nice shot by Jones down the ground. King turns and goes straight away. No hesitation. Yeah,
Oh,
long
she was
gone.
miles gone.
Yeah, someone had to give a call of take the bails there. Fired in for the last one. Slightly uppish to backward point. Bit of a fumble by Kopak. And they scamper through for another single. Jones retains strike for the start of the 18th. 84 for 5.
24 to win. Lancashire need boundaries. That's what Essex have been so good at, is cutting off the boundaries. Scrivens is going to take this one from the Sir Alistair Cook end.
Yeah, skipper wants the ball. Her last of the game this will be.
Does Penner then bowl the 19th and Eva Gray the 20th?
I think probably. Unless they want to go back to Kopak, who often bowls at the death. But I think spin is surely the way here.
I think so. I think don't allow the batters to use the pace of the ball.
Otherwise, Maqsood still has a couple. Gardner has one as well.
Scrivens around the wicket. That's down the ground. Smale does brilliantly. Cuts off 2 runs. Outstanding. Essex fighting hard. Scrivens. Jones just tickles this one into the leg side. That's intelligent cricket. Really good weight of shot there from Jones. Knew what she was doing and got it in the middle of about 4 fielders there.
Yeah, you mentioned boundaries, Dan. There have been 2 boundaries in the last 10.5 overs for
Wow.
Lancashire. Just strangled here. Suffocated by Essex.
That could be another one though. It is. And Scrivens bowling her first bad ball. She's bowled just at the wrong time. And Jones, that's her 50 as well. Very well batted.
51 from 49. 6 fours throughout as well. Fluent early on. but has had to dig in throughout the middle and is now reaping the rewards of batting almost the full 20.
Scrivens. That's played back to her by Jones. Can't get that one away. But she's got her 8 of 4 balls already off this over. Heaved into the leg side. She's got that into the gap. Gray hurls it in, but they take 2 more.
Just over a runner ball now, 14 from 13. But it's all down to Eve Jones, you'd have to think here.
Yeah, Jones has been the glue that's held Lancashire together. Driven down the ground. They'll just pick up 1. Last ball the over, but that's been a good one for the visitors with 11 off it. 95 for 5. Lancashire.
What's quite interesting here is Essex's last 2 full overs went for exactly what Lancashire needs. They were 94 for 8 at the end of the 16th.
Yeah.
So they got 13 exactly from their final 2 and a bit overs.
Eva Gray coming back on. 1 for 7 or 3.
I think that's probably the smart decision.
I
actually.
think so. Just try and take it into the last over and anything can happen.
Yes, 3 out on the leg side. Fine leg, deep square just in front, long on. And also deep cover just in front of the Felsted school stand. Round the wicket comes Gray. That one's just turned into the leg side. Should only be 1. It is only 1. Well fielded again by Joe Gardner. And a good start by Eva Gray. Kings only faced the 1 ball so far.
Yeah, I think what they've got to do is starve Jones of the strike.
Fine leg is coming back into the ring. So deep square, cow, long on, and deep cover here for Eva Gray. Pace off, perhaps. Yeah, there's the slow ball. Beats everything. Could be tight for a run out. Direct hit from Winfield Hill, but slightly too slow in the end. But really smart cricket from Gray. Pace off. Just confuses the batter King there. Not far away from the stumps either.
Ooh, her bat is just about behind the line.
Slow ball again and driven down the ground. Quick single. They make it through. Jones back onto face. 11 off 9 here.
Who bowls the last one? Kopak?
Penner, I think, probably.
It's a risk though, isn't it? But she creates theatre, doesn't she, Maddie Penner?
Very much so. And Kopak has been the most expensive. She missed her line and length early on. If Scrivens backs her to find that right length and drop in a few cutters as well, though, she's an option. Round the wicket, Gray. Use of feet, driven down the grounds. Just for 1, though. Well, it's a long on.
My tie's still on here.
I think this could be a really good shout, Dan. 2 balls in this over remain. King on strike. Everyone in on the offside. 3 out on the leg. Dropped into the leg side. They're going to push for 2. They should make it. Kings sets off quickly and the misfield allows her through safely in the end, comfortably. And that brings up the 100 for Lancashire as well.
Yeah, that's intelligent cricket. That's what they need to do. And that's what Essex needed to do as well when they'd lost the wickets, is just work the 1s and 2s.
Yeah, those 10 deliveries left out on the field by Essex. Into the leg side, drop, push again for 2. Could be tight at the keeper's end. A wayward throw though. As I think that's Maddie Penn has gone down clutching. Is that a shoulder or a back maybe?
Back, lower back.
Yeah. Yeah, they're calling for the physio. She's up and about walking though. Ends the 19th. 102 for 5. See on the replay here. Attacks that well. I think when just bending down and spinning. Yeah, it goes down straight away, clutching at it.
6 to win. 6 balls to go.
Yeah,
What a game of cricket, though. Essex were dead and buried at the interval. And they've come back, they've fought back so hard. Is it Smale?
Yeah, Sophia Smale to bowl the last over here. Having a chat with Winfield Hill behind the stumps. Scrivens joining as well.
Oh,
Eve Jones to face up.
how did Lancashire play this?
I think
Won a
just-
ball?
Yeah, nudge them around. You'll be able to pick up 2s into the big pockets at mid-wicket.
Yeah, I think
you're
there's-
smart.
I wonder if the fielders need to come in 15 off the line.
Yeah, definitely at Cow, you'd think. But Jones there having... looks like
Yeah, those 2 on the leg side, one at deep backward square and one at deep mid-wicket. I think they need to come in 15 off the line. Because Smale will be turning it into Eve Jones's pads here. And she'll be looking for those 2s in the offside. Here she comes. Over the wicket. No, she doesn't come yet because Winfield Hill is just adjusting the field. Oh, that's smashed down the ground. I think it's only... Oh, it's a misfield from Eva Gray. And that's pressure. Good pressure by Lancashire.
Yeah,
Creating that.
not only they threw for 2, but Jones retained strike as well, most crucially. And it's less than a run a ball. 4 from 5.
Smale. Oh, that's only going to be 1, I think. Gray is quickly in off that line.
Yeah, I think
3 or 4.
you've got to keep the field in tight here. You can't let King just nudge one out for a single. You've got to make King do something here, I think.
Essex need a dot ball. Or even better, a wicket.
Yeah, they've got deep square leg, cow corner. Long on as well, I think. Eva Gray maybe just under the stand in front of us. Yeah, no protection on the offsides.
You could hear a pin drop here at Chelmsford. It's the crowd just transfixed with a thrilling game of cricket.
Yeah, everyone inside the ring on the offside here.
4 balls to go.
Ooh, square leg coming up as well. So just the 2 fielders outside the ring at long on and cow corner.
Yeah, I think you've just got to put the squeeze on. Smale. it's a thick inside edge. Is she going to get home? Yes, she does. Oh, Essex. Things just haven't quite gone their way.
Yeah, on another day, they'd be home comfortably, I reckon. A few LBW appeals, really tight ones turned down. A few run-out opportunities. It's just not been their day so far.
Smile over the wicket. Oh, that's a dot ball. 2 to win off 2.
I think the tie bet, Dan, could be a great one. All it'll take, though, is Jones to squeeze one through.
As Del Boy would say, I must be some sort of physic.
Smell got a little bit lucky with that last one. She's got no protection on the offside.
No, but
squeezed past the outside edge of Jones.
Two off 2. Smale over the wicket. Oh, and Jones is stumped. Oh, Smale. Oh, what a game of cricket we've got here.
She is pumped, and rightfully so, Sophia Smale. 2 from 1. Eve Jones, the set batter, best batter on show all of today, is gone, penultimate ball.
That's a very good innings from Eve Jones, though. Just couldn't quite see her side over the line, but 59 when the biggest score of the day has been 23. She's shown her class here. She should be applauded all the way off the pitch here. Fine, fine innings.
Yeah, a smattering of applause.
Yeah, they're a knowledgeable crowd here. They like to see good cricket, whether it's, I mean, they'd like to see it from Essex, ideally, but they also appreciate good cricket from the opposition as well.
I think part of the clapping is probably the realisation as well that that could have given them victory. 1 ball to go here for Essex. 2 runs to win, 1 for a tie. Tara Norris on strike.
Another left-hander. Please, don't anybody hurl overthrows.
We've got long on and cow corner. No, neither quite on the rope. Eva Gray here at long on, about 10, 15 yards off the rope.
Adrenaline flowing. Norris just taking guard. Who's going to blink first? 2 off 1. Oh, it's down the leg side. It's a wide. And it goes for byes. And Lancashire win by 4 wickets. Oh, Sophia Smale. I could see what she was trying to do, because I think there was going to be a charge on. But I think she just pushed it too far. But what a fantastic game of cricket we've had here. Toby.
Yeah, unbelievable. Essex dead and buried halfway through the game. Dead and buried halfway through the second innings, it felt like. But they fought back valiantly throughout. Went right down to the wire. But in the end, they couldn't get over the line. Lancashire take victory. And all really thanks to 2 players. Mahika Gore with the ball at the top of the order. Her 3 for 22 from 4 overs was brilliant. 3 wickets in the first 2 overs. Both openers gone in the first over. Just really set Lancashire up and meant Essex had basically nothing to play with going through the middle, but more importantly, more crucially, Eve Jones, brilliant knock from her. She made 59 from 58, and that was the critical innings to give her side victory.
Yeah, Sophia Smale will be hurting, but Essex should be proud of themselves. They've fought back hard, but both these sides have played their part in what's been a fascinating game of cricket. For Essex, Jo Gardner, outstanding. Maddie Penner, superb. And Eva Gray, well, I've just run out of superlatives about her. She's just unbelievable. But what a fine, fine game of cricket. And credit to Eve Jones, her 59, I thought was the difference between the two sides.
Yeah, absolutely. We're back on Friday for the final game of the Blast for Essex. They take on Durham at 6 o'clock for the final game for them of the Blast. Before, I think, 1 or 2 one-day cup games. The 100 jumps in during August, and then back for the end of the one-day cup in September as well. So we'll see you on Friday for the final game of Essex's Blast campaign in the inaugural season in 2025. Until then, bye.